Good morning. 1.20. Yeah, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hate good time zone, but whatever. KB, I am self-caffeinating right now. Thank you, sir. Wandering, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I very much appreciate it. I have business to take care of first, though. I said I would do it, and let's just make sure I can get it to work. Boo, KB, boo, boo, boo. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it does. Excellent. Okay. So, I said yesterday that I received my first payout, and I want to be transparent. So, what we're going to do I've redacted my personally identifiable information, but there is the payout. There is my campaign, and if I do this correctly, I'm going to match all Twitch income, and then on the quarterly, I'll go into Tiltify and look at matching those donations as well. So here we are. We're going to do it right now. Oh, and I just doxed myself. Awesome. I forgot about that. Oh well. Here, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to do that and see if I can continue to not dox myself. There we go. Anyway, let's take a look. All right. There we go. Maybe next time I'll have to make sure that I have this off screen before I look at it. Wondering which notes section is it? Part of that, or part of like OBS or something else, or just part of Windows? Oh, you know what? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so anyway, I'm doing the preparation. I don't want to dox myself again. I'm going to make sure that oops. All right, what's going on here? All right, so I got to hit refresh. Got to hit the PayPal. I got to do that. I'll bring this back on screen here in a second, just because, again, transparency, but not doxing. All right. Oh, come on now. Trust this device. I'm going through the whole CAPTCHA thing with PayPal. 1 second. Oh, authenticator. Duh. I'm going to move that over there. Yeah, that's right. I remember why I did this. All right. Okay, so let me see if I can do this without doxing myself. Yeah, okay. Well, I've got my PayPal connected to my credit card, so what should happen is I'm going to do that. And that happens. So there we go. That is my first match. I also put together this handy dandy spreadsheet to keep track of it. Let me see if I can enlarge this a little bit, make it more readable. So I donated $125, and that's... Oh yeah, cool, Wandering. That's awesome, dude. All right, so anyway, that was first monthly donation out of the way. And I'm in the positive in terms of there. So again, the goal here is just any income I get from Twitch, it goes right over there. I either donate the exact amount or more. So we are good to go, and I will just zoom in here real quick to make sure we're all there and everything is above board. Oops, and hopefully that's visible. But anyway, first one out of the way. Let me just get these closed up real quick. Yes, I'm going to save that. I want to save that. If I go back to my campaign, bingo. We have made progress. Progress is good. All right. Okay, now I am over on my gaming PC. And we're going to load up. But cool. Yeah, so yeah, notes function in Satisfactory. I seems like I remember reading something, so I think I stopped. I don't know. I kind of been into a pause playing. Oh God, I know. Me too. I noticed that. And I think there's one other item. I'm guessing like the filters and things are still items that expire and have a use thing, and obviously the fuel and the jetpacks and everything. But the parachute in particular was one that I'm like, having it run out right in the middle of a inopportune moment is never a good thing. But here we are. Okay, so open inventory on the far right of the screen. Oops. What the heck did I just do? Inventory, tab? You're talking about here? Wandering? Or is it elsewhere? Yo, Axe Boy, okay. Equip, transfer stack. Oh, and I'm, okay, is it maybe here? Oh. Bingo. So I could do things like automate motors. Automate modular frames, caps lock, star 1.21 gigawatts. One point 21 gigawatts. Okay, there, I did it. Okay, cool. No, that's awesome. You know what? I probably looked at this 100 times, and now I don't have to worry about it. Cool. Axe Boy, how are you, buddy? Hopefully you're well. And it's good to see you this morning. And Wandering, I will take full responsibility for it. I am unashamed of it. Unashamed. And KB, I am very much happy that the Rome copy pasta came up when you typed that in emote. Thanks for the stream streak, dude. Also, I appreciate it. Feels weird saying that. I'm usually the one that is doing stream streaks. It's weird having people come in and multiple times and give them to me. Awesome. How's life down south, Axe Boy? And we're gonna have to game again with Almo. I haven't done that in a while. I've been somewhat remiss. All right, so here's what we were doing. That one's ready to go. Those are ready to go. I need to get them over here. Awesome. Well, that's always how that works. If you're around and there are people streaming, you go hang out. If they're not, you don't. But I appreciate it. And is this a cave entrance here? Can I see, or is that a visual bug? I don't think I've been in here. Turn on my flashlight, or does this go down? Oh, this must go down. This is another way to get to this area down here. I have been down here. Okay. Yeah, that was where that summer sloop was. Oh, gotcha, Axe Boy, not actual winter weather. Do you actually get winter weather where you're at? I was in the impression you don't. Mad Cat. That is well said, sir. Yeah, okay. This is just another way to get into this particular hole. And yes, I said that. I don't take it back. I'm not going to take it back. But I don't want to be down here just yet. I don't think I ever noticed this entrance right here, though. Okay. And this while I'm thinking about it, let's put a ramp down here so I don't have to jump everywhere. Right. So okay. So we've got. I'm just going to remind myself that's 60. Oh, okay. So I need to build 120 a Mark II conveyor here. That's what's going on. And which direction am I going? I never remember which direction. Okay. Logistics. Yeah. That might, okay, so old man joke. That may be the one and only time that you found the hole by mistake. Yeah, something like that. It sounded better in my head when I said it. Yeah, God, I don't like that. Oh, and I think last night I was talking about awful spaghetti. In Satisfactory. Give me a second. Yeah, sometimes they're funnier in my head than they are when they actually say them out loud. Give me 1 second real quick. I'm gonna... Wrong mouse. I want to see if I can find this monstrosity again. And what I'm gonna very studiously avoid. All right. Okay, yeah, I was doom scrolling last night. Where is it? Okay, here it is. All right. I need to give you all permission to give me a swift kick in the butt if I ever do this. Ever. This is terrible. It's awful. Oops, wrong one. I wanted to turn that off. But that, I mean, are you seeing that? How do you troubleshoot that? And I'm almost certain, I think I can do it from here, maybe. I thought there were more, but yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. But I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I have to share this, because it's terrible. All right, let's go back to actual gaming. Yeah, terrible, awful. I feel bad that I even showed it to you guys. All right, so we're going to, yeah. How do I want to do this? Let's, oh, I know what we'll do. No. We're gonna do something a little different here. It's probably what I should do all the time. And I gotta run up there and do a marker so I can get my belts where they belong. Because ideally I want these to come... I want these to go to the right place at the right time. So let's get that centered in the middle. And then I can do something like this. And something like this. So when I take them up that way, well, up that way, they line up. So, and I'm gonna run out of plates for these guys, but I think that's okay. So I want Mark IIs, and I haven't hotkeyed Mark IIs just yet. And I think I'm okay with that for now. There we go. We're making progress. Now I can at least move around. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I'm not going to worry about it. Wait a minute. Mark 1 hotkey. So you saying I could do... Together, Axe Boy? I'm confused. Yeah. Oh. You talking about the control bar scrolling, aren't you? Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not gonna do straight, do curved there. There is a change level on the build mode, so you select your hotkey for basic level. Oh. Like this. That is beautiful. I love that. Okay. That is frickin' fantastic. All right, so this one is going to go direct. This one, okay, if I do that and I do that, okay. Damn, that is frickin' fantastic. Okay, so, okay, and I bet, okay, I'm going to try something now. If I do this, no, wait, if I do that, oh, that is beautiful. That makes me unreasonably happy. All right, I can't use that because I have the thing pointed in the wrong direction. So, how are we going to handle that? We're going to do this. We're going to... Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Mad Cat, I could hug you because you know what would have happened? I would have built the entire rest of the factory line and then been unable to figure out why it wasn't producing what I thought. So I'm out of plates. That's the thing. Need more plates. So, okay, but at least from a hotkey perspective, I should always have the biggest one, or the one I want to use the most, as a hotkey. And when I want to downgrade, I can just go do that. That's good. That's good. Wait, is it plates? It's not plates. It's reinforced iron plates. Yep. See, wandering. I think I understand you well enough that I will always know how you'll respond. Where are my... And have I not automated these guys yet? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. That's what I'm working on. So, I'm going to make some by hand, I guess. Get stuck in the MAM. Yes, well, pointing them out, I'm okay with, Mad Cat. It's the wandering. I think I understand them well enough to know that they would notice. They would maybe point to their screen. Ha ha! Look, he put a Mark I belt down. And then an hour later said, "Oh yeah, I saw that 3 days ago." All right. All right, let's get these going. Yes, always caffeinate. I should probably see if there's some way to, howdy crypt. I should probably see if there's, someone has to have done it already. But maybe when the caffeinate command, someone uses that, I can have some sort of coffee themed Dalek or Dalek or however you pronounce it. Yeah, exactly. I am not a huge Doctor Who fan, but I can appreciate it. But let's get these. So yeah, this one of these lines is going to do nothing but reinforced iron plates. And when I was trying to come up with a stream title, I today is about assemblers, and just couldn't think of a oh, you know what? I could have said. Okay, I just had a thought. The stream title to today should be Americanos and Assemblers, because that's what I'm drinking, not Arabica. Yes. Axe Boy, I do my best not to use any of Calf's stuff. I love her stuff. Yeah, but wandering, we have to work the stream title into some sort of coffee theme. That was what that's what I'm going for. Now maybe the day that I actually do it, if it isn't today, it might be tomorrow. We'll figure something out. Okay. I've heard this particular version of The Sound of Silence way too often. Okay, now I should have enough plates, hopefully, to get that stuff up here. Yeah, exactly. Assembling Americanos, that would work. But the thing I was doing with my buddy, it was always, this and that. It was just how we would name things. Java and Spice. Yeah, no, this version is awesome. It's just this particular playlist, I've got it on repeat, but not shuffle. That's why. But yeah, this version is great. But it's usually right about now that I hear it, and I always forget to hit the shuffle button on the playlist. Okay, so we're gonna go there. All right, let's figure out how we're going to get. And I'm actually going to try to line up these floors. That's what we'll do. Okay, so we don't want to cover up our whole entrance, right? Is it there? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we don't want to cover up the whole entrance. We do want to be able to get up on top of our wall. So let's do this. I doubt it's going to let me. Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's fine. And then we will. I still want to make this default to Zoop. And let's I gotta make it do a vertical zoop. Fine. Will that work? Yeah, it will. Okay. That is exactly how we're gonna go. And yes, I'm old enough to know that I still, even though I turn my head to the side, I'm not gonna be able to see around it. I do it anyway. And I'm back to default. No. That way. Perfect. And now we'll All right, we're good. We are good there. Let's get... I think I can do it to there. And Mad Cat, you see what I did? Is there a shoot straight down while gliding? I don't know. I do know that the other day I accidentally slid for quite a while. I wonder if I can do this. So if I go, mostly because I don't like how it looks. If I go right here. No, that's not going to work. Oh, I know what I'd have to do. I'm not going to do it. I wonder if it'll snap, though. Yeah, as you're madly hitting the key, right? Will that snap automatically? No, it only goes up that high. Okay, that is absolutely terrible. Fine. Then I'm not going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to say Mark II belt. Curve, not straight. There. That at least isn't offensive. Too much. And then let's get the tier 1 belts. Oops. 3E. There we go. So I think what we're just going to do is we're just going to bring it around like so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I died so many times thinking I had a shoot or worse, jumping off of something and thinking I had fuel. And realizing much too late that I did not have fuel for my jetpack. The even better thing is when I was building like a railroad or something, and I accidentally disconnected from power, and that hover pack stopped doing its job. That was real fun. Real fun. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's on my short list of things to do next. Is make sure that I put that out too far. Of course I did. 3E. Thank you for mentioning that particular little hotkey. All right, so I think that's where I want it, because that way I can... Yep. And I will go get my Mark I conveyor. No clipping. So it's there. That's where I need to have it. Mark I shoot. There we go. Or lift. Bingo. Now over here, I think I got it in the right spot. Mark II lift. Go lurk. I'm gonna go lurk and have a friend streaming on the channel. Wandering, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. Enjoy. Have a fun time over there. Right. Did I get it connected? Yeah, I did. Okay. What's going on here? I know what's going on there. I'm an idiot. I have the belts going the wrong way, so let's do that. That's a merger. I want that. So 3E. going on? What are you doing? Oh, okay, that's the problem. Didn't take that thing away. Why won't you connect? Okay, got the output. And you need it right there. Okay, got it there. All right, that should be it, and I should see stuff going up it now. And I do. All right, good. Good, good, good. Now I have fully functioning. Okay, so we're gonna. All right, so what we're gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna get this line all the way up to my production floor, wherever I decide I'm gonna do that, and I haven't decided that yet. And then I'll get the reinforced plates going, so I can have a stash of those for building tier 2 belts or Mark II belts. And then I will, in fact, I think my standard, I'm thinking out loud here. My standard is going to be Mark II belts everywhere, and raised from the floor. So I'm not in that situation where I can't run around until I get to a machine. And once I build blueprints, then life will be much easier. But let's get this. All right, and we learned last night that straight isn't straight. Okay, we'll go there. Good. All right. Let's go. You need to move right now. Thank you. Yeah, keep going. Oh no. I'm a terrible person. Well, he had it coming. I can't do my job if he's in the way. And my job is to build, 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 consume, 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 exploit, exploit, exploit. So let's get... Can I get all the way here? Yeah, I can. Good. So, Axe Boy, I have a favor to ask of you. At some point, I would love to see your factory. Because I think I know how you think. That is glorious. Is that an Ada quote? It should be, if it's not. That is glorious. Okay. Let me get this guy. Let me get this thing up here. I think I'm just gonna... Things are going to be scattered around a little bit down here, at least for the time being. But at least it will get me to the point where I can 1.21 gigawatts things, but it'll also give me an area to expand to. So... Buzz, buzz. All right. Yeah, so we'll get... Actually, I need to take notes again, so I need to do that. And I need to do... What the hell? What did I hit? Not sort. Transfer. Okay. E. Right click. Down. Build menu. Nope. Why am I having such a mental breakdown here? Left mouse at toggle build mode. R. Yeah, fine. Straight. Quick switch build menu close. T? No. My notes are wrong. Okay, I'll figure it out in a second. That is glorious. All right, let's get this thing up here to where it belongs. Straight still isn't. Okay. That is going to be a problem. Oh well. I can make that work. It's not perfect. That's fine. We're going to get this thing all the way up here. Okay. That's right. I got to do this anyway. All right. So you're going to go there. And then you're going to go here. That's right. And then let's get this filled in. And we will do that. Yeah. I don't know why I haven't fixed that yet. All right, we'll get that zooped in there. We'll get this down there. That'll work. I guess the question is, do I want to fill this in now or later? Or do I care? I guess I don't care at the moment. But I need a way to get up there, so let's ramp that up. Make it look semi-decent. Okay. Yeah, this will work for now. This will work. And then what I can do is I can extend that way. And I need to have, because I need to address this too. Yeah, I'll fix that in a little bit. Not right now. Good stuff for now. It's not pretty. I'm not going to ever claim it's going to be pretty, but it'll be functional. And eventually I'll fix this too. Actually, no, we're going to fix it now. Conveyor mark 1. 1. That's good. All right. Birdie boy is no longer in my way, thankfully. And can I do this the opposite way? No, can't. Which means I have to extend. Yeah, right there. And I should be able. Okay. All right, maybe I can do this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for now. I am okay with that for now. All right, so let's continue with the other problem we were solving, which I think is right there. No, get back down there. And then... Okay, so that was my marker. What was that? What was that marker for? That marker was for something. But Lord only knows. I don't remember what for. Okay, so we've got our 60. We've got our 60 ingots per second. We've got a production lane here that we're going to extend out. Because I suspect... there we go. Alright, that'll work for now. Okay, so for our ingots, let's just quickly... plate. Reinforced iron plate. Add to to-do list. Right click, mouse click. Oh wow, okay. Okay. That's actually kind of neat. I can expand it. All right, so I need 6 iron plates. And wait, hold on a second. I have this automated already. God damn it. That's literally what's going on over here. See, I need to get signs unlocked to put signs down. That's really all that really needs to happen. I'm doing reinforced iron plates right here. Yeah. God. Yep. All right. I'll just make sure I have some. So I almost made a big boo-boo. So it's not iron plates that I need. It literally says in a note, motors and modular frames. So let's try this again. Oh, did I hit caps lock? I did. All right, equipment. Nope, buildings, parts. Rotors is what I need. Rotors. That's what I need to do, not plates. Okay, so I need screws and iron rods. That is what needs to happen right now. Now, the best part about this is I already have a recipe for screws and iron rods. So let's do... All right, what I did... Okay, I gotta think out loud a little bit. I have to let the feral cats out of the sack that's in my head. Is I need an assembler. All right, we're gonna just plop this guy down right in the middle. And I'm gonna do this backwards. All right, so I want rotors. All right, so I need, and I think, okay, that's 100 screws per minute. I've got 60. And while slow, at least it will be passable in the short term. So I need If I were to double this, do I have any? No, I don't. Shards. Okay. Iron rods. The iron rods are easy, so let's do that first. And I have the thing I'm wrestling with there is to do the math. All right, so let's just we're gonna rough it out. Okay, so that takes. We're gonna do the rods first. We're gonna do the rods over here. So I need a constructor. Give ourselves a lane to walk. I might need to extend the platform out, but that's fine. All right, so iron rods, 15 per minute gets me 50. If I overclock this to, yeah, I need 20 per minute. That takes me 15 ingots per minute. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to underclock these. I'm going to match the inputs for as few machines as possible. So I need 20. So I've got to overclock this, which means I need to take some power slugs. And then I need to put another one down. And this is going to be screws. I'll cast screws. All right, so that takes 12 and a half a minute. And it outputs 50 a minute, so I need 25 per minute there. So I have two choices. I can overclock this, and it's not quite efficient, but it's close. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. We're gonna get it automated, and we'll let it just run, and we'll get it as close to perfect as I need. But I do need to extend this area out a little bit. So just build some more floors. And for now, just stop it there because I'd like to leave that ramp. All right. We're going to drop another one down. And we're going to do that. And that. Yep. That's, 25 a minute. Output's 100. The output of... let's see, to get splitters there. Mergers. Okay. I need the output is to be that way. And what's this output again? I need to have a tier 2 belt, don't I? Well, tier 1's here. Nope. And a Mark 2 here. Okay. So that's got our input. This one outputs 15 rods a minute. I'm going to overclock it a little bit. We'll just double check that the math works. Let's go find. There it is. It's over there. It was literally right next to me. I took the longest route possible. All right. Power slugs. I think I've only got 4. We'll make ourselves some power shards. Get this ready to go, and then we'll put storage in a minute. All right, so just to double check, 15 rods a minute. I need to overclock this with 1 shard and get that target output to 20 per minute. Bingo. Okay, that takes in 20 ingots per minute. That leaves me 40 on the other side, of which I'm going to use 25. This will work. This will work just fine. I may need to. Now I have to. How do I do this? All right. So I've got the 60 coming in. We've got to use some splitters and be. I did it over here. Let me look at it again. All right. So we've got 60 coming in. For the first splitter, it evenly distributes 30 and 30. So 30 goes into the second splitter. That gets 15 to that machine. And that is turning out 60 screws a minute. Okay. But okay, so 30. The other 15 is getting fed into this one. So 15 and 30 is 45, which is what this thing needs. This is why that whole thing works. And it's just taking in Gaming with Doc explained that you break it down into prime numbers, which I thought was interesting. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to do something similar here. So this one needs, again, 15 rods a minute. So we're gonna route this to a splitter that sits, let's just say right here. Yeah, the splitter will sit here. Ewu, how are you? And thank you for the stretch. Let's do this. I'm going to do this. And what? Oh, beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Where'd it go? Am I still streaming? Am I still live? I'm good. Although my OBS screen is now gone. I have no idea where it went. I'm hoping I'm still around. Oh, that is so odd. I can't tell if the thing's working. Hey. That's happened twice today. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know why that happened. Something is decidedly unhappy. Okay, that's still there. Did it move? Ah, okay. Weird. It moved it to another screen. Okay, all is well. All is well. And this... Ignore the fat ass behind the curtain. All right. Yeah, so let's get that switched over. Yeah, no, I work from home, and yeah, I got a lot going on here. The funny thing is I yeah, yeah, all right, we're good. Weird. So all I did was stand up, and I must have hit something, and it moved the window over. Anyway, chat's here. My main camera's right here, behind this monitor here. I've got OBS and my network monitoring things over here, music over here, main stuff here. This is where the magic happens. And because I'm here the whole time, I got a nice stand desk. If you see me look over like here, I've got a laptop sitting right here that and again, don't want to dox myself, but I've got my travel laptop there for when I travel for work. So, but yeah, that was super weird. Super weird. Okay, what was I doing before I was so rudely... interrupted with windows moving unbidden. Oh, and they resized too. So weird. All right, just give me 1 second while I readjust my Zen workplace. Hey, Prime Scooby, how are you? Welcome. Yes, and I will hydrate. I have water today. In addition to my caffeine. Okay. So back to reality. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, I need 20 per minute. I'm gonna get 30. How do I get 20 per minute? Okay, so this comes up. Not tea, so I got water and coffee. And Prime Scooby, I am very well. I am doing fantastically. It's Saturday. I've got a 3-day weekend. I couldn't ask for more. How do we get this to work? Okay, so I need 40 over there. So I need 20 there. I need 25 there. Okay, I think that's how I do it. All right, so I take this. I think the only real solution is to not do it this way. That's what. Yeah, let's take a quick pause. Ads are going to start in about a minute. So we'll take a quick pause here while I noodle on math and try to decide what I want to do. So I could do another. Let's think through this. I could do another constructor. Maybe I'll look at modular frames real quick, because that is something I need to do. Okay, so, oh, that's right. Modular frames. Modular frames take, it's a ratio of 1 to 4 for every 3 plates to rods. I might, you know what I might have to do? I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet. Is I get the total output, or I've got 180 bars coming this way. Out of that, I can ramp this up. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. Yeah, I'm going to just do it, but it's a matter of how. Because I would like it to be somewhat efficient. Okay, I guess that's fine. All right, so I know I'm going to need those splitters, so take that 30. All right, so we know this is fine. Tier 1 belts are fine. All right, I think I have an idea. All right, ads have started, so I guess I'll stop. Well, maybe I won't stop, but at least. Okay, that gives me 30, 30, 30. And I know that I need at least 15. No, I need, well. All right, so 30 from there. All right, I want it to go there. All right, so I know I need. That's 30. Okay, that gets me the 15. I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work, but I have an idea about how to get this to balance. so I'll get 15 there, 15, or 50, 30 there. 15 comes out of each side. This one I know needs... So I take... All right, we're going to do this. And it'll be close enough for government work. Okay, splitter, splitter, splitter. I'm going to take that guy out. And all right, and we're going to put a splitter so it lines up there. Okay. All right, just to review, 60, 30, 30. And I'm going to move that guy. All right. And that means we've got 15 there. And I need to actually need another splitter for this idea to work. All right. Yep, that'll work. What did I do? I know what I did. Yep. That's what I did. All right. Ads are over. That's good. So anyway, the thought here is I'm going to get it as close as I can. And then what I'm going to do with overflow is overflow is going to go back here. And at least that will get us close to where we need to go. All right. Need to convert this back to a Mark 1 because I don't need the speed. And for here, I need a merger. So that is 7. So at least that will get us close enough that we can make things work. Okay. And of course I have it pointed the wrong way, like a dunderhead. There you go. No, 7. There. That's where it needs to go. Okay, let's try this again. There. There. Okay. And here. And the output of this guy is 20 rods. Total output of that is 100, so I've got the right stuff there. This can be a Mark 1. That's fine. And where it gets really fun is we do this. I wonder if there's a way to make this... Nope. Okay. And then we put one on the other side. And then we do this. Now what should happen is this should be only a few and it should cause minimal backups. There's a way to load balance it, but I'm not going to do it. All right, so that should be fine. That should be fine. And then this needs to go into storage. So let's do storage. Did I accidentally click and get it in the right spot? I did. Excellent. And I now have a straight belt. Now we need power. We're going to take power from this pole right here. Where is my little power nub? It's over there, of course. Yeah, we're going to just drop that right there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Yeah, that'll work. So we drop a power pole right here. Okay, now we are good. Max consumption 440. We're inching up closer to the 600, but we're not quite there yet. So this will spin up eventually. I'm just going to make sure that it's outputting stuff. I'm not seeing any screws just yet. Okay, there's some screws. There's some screws. Okay. And I think the key question is there an efficiency number here? Yes, there is, right there. There we go. This is pretty close. Now let's take a look at some math here, just to make sure we're super close. 100% efficiency, 20 rods a minute. Okay, so with that recipe, that actually works. I can take 60 and get it really dang close if I just... Okay. This will be the overflow line here, I think, is what will help. Eventually, this should get saturated, and if there's any overflow, or if there's any inefficiency, it'll be minimal. Why is that guy white? Oh, that's white because it's overclocked. Got it. All right, this one's done. Now, if I can just remember how to I can edit the to-do list. So I tab and edit to-do list right there. Motors. Done. All right. So that wasn't so bad. I think holding out for that alternate screw recipe was the right play, because it certainly makes the screw problem easier to deal with. Now comes the fun. I've got 120 iron coming from those guys over there, and I need to do something with them. And I've constructed myself into a corner a little bit with that. So I think I'm going to deal with it a little differently. I'm going to do these guys down here. So we do that. Foundation. No, don't zoop that way. Zoop this way. I'm out of concrete. Okay. Go grab some concrete. Yeah, they are. Axe boy. My other playthrough, I think I got cast screws so far into the late game that I didn't even go back and rebuild anything. I just sat on it. But getting them early is good. All right. Well, I've got a hard drive that I might re-roll here too, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna go find hard drives, research them, and then as I play, if there's something I need, like, was it wet concrete? At some point, I will, I'll work on them there. All right, so I want to I want this to be a lower level. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah. I know you've had a couple of different playthroughs too. So I always try to listen to people more experienced than myself. So I think this will be where this production floor is. And this is where I'll do modular frames. Just do them down here. Yeah, I was just at the point where I was ready to do nuclear power, and got distracted and started playing something else and didn't come back to it. And that was pre 1.0, so I haven't. This is my first 1.0 playthrough. So when the little quality of life things like editing your to-do list and all that stuff is pointed out, it's awesome. I love it. I'm out of plates now. Yep, no matter how many times I click on it, I'm still out of plates. So we'll get those down. Now, what I will say that I love geothermal. The geothermal stuff made me happy. All right, 1 second. Got it. That is my kiddo doing something. That's fine. Yeah, I got to do some work in the garage today, so slowly keeping an eye on when the family's ready for that. But let me go get some plates. Dimensional depots. I had this grand idea that I would have some sort of mall-like concept where all of these things were in one spot, and I could just go grab stuff. Reality hit that I wasn't ready to do that kind of planning just yet. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm looking for overflows in the systems I've already built. Like that. This may be ready for... Yeah, it's pretty close. So what I did, when I got close to filling up the storage, I set it up so I can just connect it. And it'll still fill up, but then when it starts to overflow, I'm not losing tickets in the awesome sync. And then eventually what I will do is run everything over that way too from here. That's all good. Eventually all these things will get replaced with, I think, the double stack storage bin and a dimensional depot. All right, how is this looking? You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with 90% efficiency here. That's okay. I'm not really getting, I'm getting, you know, close to 4 per minute. I can't complain. All right, good stuff. But that's not bad. That is not bad at all. But I do see why people make calculators for this. Yeah, so I think what I'll do... That's fine. That's fine. All that is good. Take one of these guys and do this. Let's see if I leave a hole here. Of course I do. Okay. That will at least let me... Yeah. I think it's actually good to keep the... at least for me, it's good to keep my thinking... or my brain active. I actually kind of require it. All right, so we're not going to do straight belts because it... Now, did that actually do the thing? Okay, so that's going to be a bug with tier 1 belts. That little jog at the end. Where do I have this? Yeah, right there. Good. All right, so we're just going to... I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Yeah, it's this little tweak right there. There's a really nice tool that you can... Yeah, I'm avoiding using it. There's a few, I know of a few calculators, and I'm avoiding... I will review the blueprints I already made, but I'm going to replicate them on stream. And I may tweak them a little bit. I still haven't I still haven't decided... Like, eventually all of this flat stuff is going to turn into a building of some sort. Meaning, I'll enclose it. I'll probably start tearing things down and doing logistics floors, or logistics throughways, breezeways, something to make the top part of it clean. For now, I'm not doing that, but eventually that's what's going to happen. So I'm not necessarily stuck on all of this. I do kind of like the idea of having some sort of modular concept for getting things to the elevator. So I might keep that open. I may rebuild it and move it to a central location. That way, for whatever the main objective is, I can build them, bring them in, and have them route directly to the to the elevator. But that's probably, I don't know, 50, 60 hours from now. I'm gonna... Yeah. Oh. Hopefully my windows don't move. All right, 1 second. One second. I get a text from my wife. She needs help with something. No, well, okay. You come up. Can you help me? Okay, now it involves a battery-powered screwdriver because it takes 2 people to take it down, put it back up. I have the ladder inside and screwdriver whenever I'm ready. Okay. Okay. As I finish, and this might be a 2-stream day. Later on tonight, I might be on to finish this. Okay. Let's get this built, and then I will go help my better half. I want to get this extended out a little bit. And then we'll just do this. Yep, that'll work. All right. I cannot wait for the stuff. Okay, now I have 120. And I need... what do I need here? I need to build some assemblers, because what I need to build is modular frames. Modular frames can only be built in an assembler. So let's get that sorted right now. And it's Okay. There we go. Motors are good. I am running short on motors, so I'm going to have to take a break here. All right, KB, this is for you. All right, so I don't need the rotor recipe anymore, so let's do that. Now I need modular frames. To add that to the to-do list. I need to edit my to-do list. Okay, I need modular frames, add to to-do list. Okay. Reinforced iron plates and iron rods. What's the input here? All right, so I need 12 iron rods per minute and 3 plates per minute. Okay. All right, reinforced iron plates. I see where you're going, KB. So KB, message me separately. I think because I want to make this a little more even. I know I've got something in there. I will make some sort of command for you. I don't know what it'll be yet. But between you and I, we've been doing this spanking thing for a couple of years now. I feel like you've earned it. So yeah, ping me separately and let's talk. You can do it like an entrance command. I'm trying to work out with DJ where there's a certain number of times you can use it per stream with a cooldown. Like I've got a video that plays when he types a command and him only. I don't think I've got it to work completely. But yeah, let's work something out. All right, so we're doing maths. Reinforced iron plates. I think this is one I need to double up on. Yeah, that's the one. I've gotten it so only DJ can do it, but I haven't been able to launch one. I think there was a logic problem. Like I wanted it, there's a concept of tickets in my bot, and you get a maximum of 1 ticket. And I wanted to increment it up, but I had it backwards. So I think everyone gets a maximum of 1 ticket, and then when you run it, it checks your ticket, and if you have 1, it runs it. And then the next thing in the chain is it decrements the ticket to 0. And then at the end of the day, it's supposed to reset it. But I think it's working. I just haven't seen it. So, but anyway, KB, think about it. Message me separately, either on Discord or in Twitch or wherever you feel most comfortable. All right, so I really want more than 2 per minute. So let's see if I've got enough to build another one. All right, and I've got them backwards, so let's just get that fixed right now. Copy that. Yep. Come on, mouse. There we go. All right, so that is plates. So let's just get it set up. Plates, that's frames. So heavy modular frames. There we go. Copy, paste. All right. So that means I need a grand total of 24 iron rods per minute. That one I think is easy. Let's do that first. I can do 1 constructor for that. So let's get a constructor built. I need rods for that. Yeah, Axe Boy, one of the things you can do is it's going to be quote space add. And I don't remember how how much or what other things or it will put in there automatically. But those first things are things that my wife has actually uttered out loud that are funny. Thank you for being concerned with my health. Appreciate it, KB. All right, so we're just going to do that right now. This is going to be rods. I think we overclock this just a little bit. Okay, so I need to overclock it twice to get to 24. That's fine. And I'll eventually have to go to a slug hunt. Okay, so we're good there. And I am so thankful for being shown the glory of how am I going to do this? I remember funkiness with splitters and things. So I think what I'm going to do is this. We're going to take splitter here, make sure it's right direction. All right. So really only need one. I want to leave myself enough room for the inevitable. Yes, the long and hard way. That is exactly right. Giggity. Okay, so this is fine. I want to put lights in here. All right, so that should be fine. We've got 24. It's taking in 24 per minute. It's putting out 24 per minute. That leaves me 96 per minute left. And it's got all of that is good. And we're going to just get this sorted now. Oh, I love this song. Absolutely love it. All right, so that's good. That's powered. That is fine. Now. You see, you know, you can do this. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. Oops, come on. Typity. Right way, wrong way, and the max power way. So I think I'll have to take a look at this because what I'd like to do is like have it automatically add the date in the game. See, now you should be able to do this. Boom. And I don't think I want it to at me either. Maybe I'll have to take a look at that. I guess maybe it only did that because I typed the command in. Okay. Yep. Okay. But yeah, and I think Axe, you can do that. I had to add your username and the game in the parentheses, but anyway, that should work. All right. Let's come back here. All right, that one's working. That one's fine. Let's get this guy powered up too. And we're just going to do that. Eventually, I'll have to drop another power pole someplace, but for now, we'll leave it just where it is. Then we got to peel off, how much again? 24 a minute. Which means I really need 2 splitters. Oh, all good, Ewo. I think what I'm going to do is I got to finish. I'm going to get this production line going, and then I'm actually have to log off and start my husbandly duties. Not that way. Wife needs some help with a few things upstairs. But thank you, I appreciate it. All right. So I've got 120. Let's split this off right now. So, splitter. Okay, so that will get me. That'll get me 60, and this will get me 30. And I need 24, so I'm going to put another splitter right here. I'll use that to put it back into the system. All right. Thanks, Axe Boy. Yes, attend to my husbandly duties. All right. I have only myself to blame. I did make you a mod. All right, I don't like the placement of that. Let's do what any good, sane person does when they don't like something. They rebuild it. All right, I need a splitter. Splitter. We're just gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna put it right there. 3. Good. I need to turn it. There we go. Yeah. This gets me close. So that should be that's fine. We need to have that be. Here's a question. I need this to be a Mark III. I don't need this one to be a Mark III. There we go. Okay, this should be fine. So the whole thought here is I'm routing enough for this one. Any overflow is going to go to the other side. And I'm sure that there's a... Yes. Well, it actually wasn't a mistake. It's intentional. Although... I almost did a boo-boo. Because I would have wondered why I wasn't getting enough rods. And yes, I said that out loud too. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now we need to do reinforced plates. And let's drop down a constructor or two. I'm going to just offset this a little bit so I can keep track of them in my head. All right, so reinforced iron plates. What's the recipe? Oh, no, I need another assembler. Because the assembler is what builds the plates. All right, let's take a look at this. How many reinforced iron plates do I need? I need a grand total of 6, so I'm gonna have to build some motors here in a second. All right, I need a grand total of 6. All right, so I'm gonna drop this guy. Can I do it there without flipping? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I only need 1, and I could underclock it. or overclock it. So that's good. All right, so we're gonna do one. We're gonna line it up right here. Is it here? Yeah. All right. Yep. We want reinforced iron plates, and we need to overclock it just a bit to get our production to 6. It means I need 36 plates per minute and 72 screws per minute. That should be fine. Let's deal with our outputs. Okay. This is the fun. So what I need here is a tier 1 conveyor lift right there. Yeah. Yep. And then I need a splitter here. Where's my... Yeah, I need a splitter. Yep. We'll do that. Do this. We will then do this. And then we'll do that. It's all coming back to me now. All right, so what's going to happen here is this 3 will get evenly split between the 2. So that should be good. And then all I have to do is get my construction stuff set up for the inputs to this, which that'll be where the fun begins. All right. Not going to worry about clipping just yet. I want power. So eventually what will happen is I'm going to create a blueprint that I can just drop down constructors in a manifold, assemblers in a reasonably sized manifold, and then I can just pop, and then do the math after the fact. But this will at least get me to a point where I can have the modular frames ready to go. All right, so inputs here, 36 and 72 per minute, which means I'm gonna have to drop. I'm gonna do it from up here, I guess. Come on now. All right, so I'll do that. Like close. Put a little bit of a walkway there. Am I lined up? What is this? Why am I not getting the line that I expect to get? Probably because I can't see it. Alrighty then. This is where it's going to get fun and tight. Yeah, I said it. It's one of those days. All right, we got that going. That's fine. Now I've forgotten what I'm trying to get to here. Oh, this is not going to work at all. Not going to work at all. I wonder. I can. Never mind. This might work. All right, so think about this. I need plates first. So, iron plates, and plates. That does 30, outputs 20 a minute, and I need 36 a minute. So, it's almost a 200. I need 3 power shards, and I don't have any power shards. Fine. Fine. Well, let's get it connected at the very least. So, I know I want to do this. It's going to be ugly in here, but that's okay. All right, so that will get us is yeah, it's almost 200%. That's fine. I can do that. What I need to figure out is to get that to 30. How many ingots is that going to take? 'Cause I've got 120 coming in. All right, that's fine. That is, we can make do. I don't have to worry about industrial accidents just yet. All right. Okay, we're going to leave a little bit of a gap. I may regret this. I know I'm going to need at least 2, so let's just assume that that's going to be the case. All right, so we know we got to overclock that. Fine. Iron plates. Now, probably what's going to happen here is I need to flip this. I need to do this 2 on the right will have to do plates, and this one is going to have to do screws. That's probably what's going to happen. All right, so screws, alternate recipe. Yeah. Yep. Needs 72 per minute. This by itself does 50. So I think that means that I can do this and underclock it. And I should take notes, but it's more fun to see me struggle bus this. All right, I need 36 a minute. If I switch this to, let's dismantle this guy. Okay, well, actually, let's do this. This is now going to do cast screws, and it's going to get overclocked. Do I have the shard? No, I need to go get a shard, but that will easily be up doing 62 a minute. And then I can go over here and have this do cast iron plates, and that does 20 a minute. And I need 36, so I can do 2 of these and underclock. Okay. All right, so if I do iron plates here, yeah. Iron plates, yes, good. 18. I think the problem here is that I'm going to have excess. Yeah, I'm going to have excess iron ingots, but that's all right for now. All right, so I'm going to do that. Control C, Control V. Yep. All right, so I got a grand total of that. This is going to be a problem. Yeah, it's going to be a real problem. Now, I wish there was a move command. There was a way that I can move something that I've already built. But there isn't, so we deal. So we're going to do that, and nope, it's not going to work. Okay, fine. fine. There we go. And we'll try this again. Iron plates. Underclock. Control C. Okay, it's 90%. That's good. Control V. And what I want to do is, that's 120 to 60 to 30. This needs 25. Nope, 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 that's fine. This needs 12 and a half. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do something with the overflow. I'm not really ready for that yet, but that's fine. But let's get this sorted right now. Oh, what key I just hit there, but whatever. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a merger here. A merger there. And do that there. And just make sure I know it's built. I'm doing 36, so a tier 1 belt will work just fine. Little teeny tiny belt in there. These are, so just for those that are paying attention at home, these little belts are the ones you always miss. All right, so this is ready to go. I could power this. In fact, that's what we're going to do. That's powered, that's powered, that's powered. It's not pretty, and it's a bear to navigate, but it'll work. So what's going to happen is I'm going to rethink this. So I don't need to get so damn tricky here. So that's 24 a minute. I've got that down. I really only need, for this one I need 12 and a half per minute. And for that one I need, so I take that back. I need almost 30 here. So 120. Okay, so out of this one, we're going to do another splitter. Where's my thing? I need it there. I do need the full thing here, so let's just do it. I don't need that. I need this. Okay. Gets that guy going. This one again needs what again? 12 and a half. So I think I'm just going to do this. Now we get to play with power. Okay, so power-wise, we're super close. What's my power? All right, connect that to that. We got power, enough power in the area. That'll power this guy. That's good. This one will power that one. And this one. And that should be it. Yeah, that should be it. That's powered. It just is waiting on, it's waiting on stuff. Just make sure things are flow. Yes, stuff's going in. Now, it'll be interesting to see is as this ramps up, how badly off I am. I'm pretty close. And I'm sure once I scale up, I Actually, I don't think this one here is... I don't think that... Oh, no, it's powered and overclocked. It's doing its thing. Beautiful. Now what I need to do is take and extend out my floors. All right, stop trying to do it the hard way. Where do you take someone who has been injured in a peekaboo accident? To the ICU. Oh, that's terrible, and it's glorious. I love it. And Axeboy, for the record, every time I read one of those, I can see Almo groan. All right, that'll be fine. Yeah, all right, I had an idea here. I'm going to cover up my little rocky outcropping. We're going to put storage right here. Yeah, right here in the middle. And then what's going to happen is we're going to merge those guys together. 7, merger. Put that in the middle. E. God, that switching between modes is freaking fantastic. Absolutely love it. Yeah, did it wrong again. Too close. But not there, but there. And I put it backwards like a numbskull. No, that. Yep, good. And then we do that. And I've got modular frames. Oh, it's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. All right. What we will do... How are we doing on these guys? Okay, so that's going, that's going. Eventually, we'll get this hooked up to an awesome sync, but not today. All right. We actually got a decent amount done today. So, actually, let's edit our to-do list. All right, so we got motors, check. We are using most of those iron nodes over there, check. So let's take those off. I think what we're going to do is I know it's only been a couple hours. I got a late start, and my wife needs assistance for tomorrow. Tomorrow, wondering if you're still around and listening, and Iwu and others. If tomorrow we do an ode to Christopher Lloyd and have our maximum power out production to 1.21 gigawatts. We'll do that tomorrow. Ideally, I'm going to let this percolate for a little while so I can build up an excess of motors because I'll need some. And it's easier just to let this sit and run. I will promise not to do anything else until then. But tomorrow we'll do that. We'll get that built, and then we have to go get steel production spun up. Because right now, that is our blocker. Actually, let me edit this to-do list. Because we don't need modular frames anymore. But before I end for today, let's go take a look at where we're at in terms of So we're in phase. We've completed actually tier 3. We're in tier 4. We need to get steel production going to get the blueprint gun. That will help us build more quickly. And then once we have that, it's going to be a pretty quick run to start building steel pipes and whatnot. Yes, progress, stackable pipeline supports, et cetera, et cetera. And then we move on to more advanced things like motors and stators and Mark II miners. So that'll be good. Power storage and power towers are going to be fun. I do want to try setting up a power storage bank. So if I screw up, well, now maybe I won't do that. It'll be more fun if I have to go troubleshoot shit. But that's how you keep your if you make a mistake or disconnect something, that's how you keep your shit running. I think we might want to make a hypertube cannon. Hypertubes. I'll use hypertubes initially until I unlock elevators. Yeah, and the breakers. I didn't use those much before. I think what I'm going to do once I unlock them is I'm going to start isolating things like, when and if my coal power plant fails and I need to cold start it after they're all empty, that I've got a way to do it. Yeah. And then, so that's that. That'll get us through phase 4. And I think what ends up happening is as I go through here, tier 3, I've already unlocked the recipe for the second component for this phase, but automated wiring is what I unlock and need to start building in. Oops. We're going to snooze that. I almost missed an ad break. But anyway, this is the last component to finish phase 4. But we'll focus on a couple of things while we get production lines spun up for automated wiring and whatever this other thing is. Where is it? I think I unlocked it in tier 3. Yeah, versatile frameworks. Right, we have to get that going. And I think we'll find more. We'll build this out as a separate production line and go from there. Phase 5 is where it gets really fun. The other thing that we've got to do, and I'll go over here to the MAM, and this is why it might be worth going around and taking a look. In Caterium, no, it's not Caterium. I want to unlock this guy, which is the zip line. I'm going to let you travel relatively quickly on power lines. It's really fun to do. Like you hang off of it and you slide along. Similar to the hook in BioShock Infinite. I need to get down here, and I've forgotten where the unlocks are, so we're going to have to go run around and find Sam. That'll be fun. Mycelia, I think we're good. Nutrients. I just have to build some things here. That'll be fine. I'm not worried about that. Power slugs. There's a lot of things here in quartz I need to find. So I'm going to go find some quartz nodes. And then sulfur nodes. I need to unlock the Noblest detonator, and this is the blocker. Okay. I need to build tubes. I should say steel pipe. And black powder, so I can unlock the detonator. That'll be something that we'll work on. But tomorrow, it's going to have to be a little bit of running around. So I can build that node, but I can't fully power it just yet. I need to blow it up. So there we are. Let's we'll let that percolate. I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to do this. Go over to this screen. And hopefully this worked last time. I think it did. Oh, cool. Okay, that worked. So I got my donation there. So yeah, I didn't make too many boo-boos. Maybe on days where I don't break shit, I will maybe talk about this club for stuff in the beginning and whatnot. But thank you guys for being here. Let's go find someone to raid. I'm going to pause ads one more time because we don't want ads in front of raids. Let's see who's out there. I wonder if there's anyone in the directory. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, thanks, Mad Cat. What else is out there? Gets I so as from a dashboard perspective, I don't like how hard it is to see all this stuff. It's like a big jumble of pictures, and it's really hard to pick out what I need. Streamer house, kid cloud, cat, psycho siren, berry. I always confuse one of my streams. Oh, actually, I know what we'll do. Okay, so this will be a treat. My boy Thumbs uh, is rating, and or is not rating is uh, running. But let me just take a look and see exactly what he's doing here, because I don't have it. I won't out myself, thankfully. But I think he's streaming with Mystique Siren, and yeah, there he is. Just to give him a quick listen. Hold on one second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. We're gonna raid my gaming thumbs. He's a super cool dude. Very helpful. Super smart. But let's get that going. Thanks again for everything. Sorry for the short stream. But I think we're at a good stopping point. I might be on later tonight, depending on how things go. If I am, hopefully I'll see you. If not, a fantastic day. Love your faces. Bye.